the shade here. He's trying to throw SPADE at franchises, and I'm over here like, and then we're throwing it right back at the MLM, sir. I obviously want you to be successful, because why would they not want you to be successful? It means that you spend more money when you're successful. No, actually. You spend more money in your MLM when you're unsuccessful.
It has some structure to it. Can't just get there just on retailing. It's got some distributors in there too.
Is it shaped like a pyramid?
Put it on Facebook. Congratulate them. Send them a certificate.
Love bomb.
Tell them you love them.
Love bomb.
And then what are you going to...
Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you are all doing well today. So today I want to take a look at the MLM Pro. Eric Worre, the network marketing pro himself. Let's see what he teaches us about network marketing and how we can grow our non-MLM businesses, because we're anti-MLM here, but this will be fun anyway. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, you wanna be a boss too? Learn to handle your business, man. I got a couple of arrangements. I just been doing it different. I'm trying to build an engagement. Gotta keep working and putting out content. They say this was the ending. It's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spread lies, I stay facts. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back.
Today, we are going to be looking at Eric Worre, the network marketing pro. He claims to be the pro of MLMs. And I think that we should take a look at what the pro has to say. I mean, if we're trying to figure out this whole MLM thing, who better to take a look at than the pro himself? Am I right? So he has 338,000 subscribers for being the pro of network marketing, which has 18 million people in the US alone in it every year. I'm just throwing the numbers out there for you. He's a self-proclaimed pro. They're my favorite. So let's just take a look. I want to see what the pro of network marketing, especially as someone who has done sales, like besides MLMs, I like to kind of compare what the MLMs are teaching us versus what I learned in like basic sales training, to see if they give us anything extra, because that's what they should be doing. They should be giving us extra training, not just the same BS. I haven't found one yet. I'm just throwing it out there. I have not found an influencer training group that has new information in it. So maybe this guy is it. Okay, like, he's supposed to be the pro, so let's just see what the pro has to say. My idea with this is to go to one of his newest videos, where he teaches us, you know, how to, well, do anything. This is how he speaks to us. Let's just take a little look at that.
People ask me all the time, do you think entrepreneurs are born or are they made? And it's a split. A lot of people think that they're born. I believe that we are all born entrepreneurs, all of us, every single one, but we have it beaten out of us by life. We have it beaten out of us by structured authority telling us what to do. And
I know a lot of people that don't have that in them. It's not because they got it beaten out of them. It's just some people don't want to be up on stage. Some people don't want to present. Some people don't want to run their own business. And that's okay. If you don't want to run a business and be an entrepreneur, that is fine. I feel like this person, Eric here, likes to make it seem like being an entrepreneur is the best job in the world and anyone not doing it is beneath him. That's kind of why I wanted to react.
And what not to do. But I think what is entrepreneurship anyway? But creation, contribution, making the world a better place, coming up with innovation and ideas, doing something unique. Now, my friend Sam told me once that there are two kinds of people. There are coin-operated people, put the coin in and then they operate. And then there are entrepreneurial people. Maybe that's true, but
there are only two kinds of people in our entire world. Puppets and entrepreneurs. Imagine being so simple-minded that you actually chalk up the whole world to that.
But here's what I will tell you. The options for the average person to become an entrepreneur are pretty slim, and they're pretty grim. It takes $55,000 on average in the United States for the average small business to start. $55,000.
So now think about that if we're talking MLMs. So this guy is the network marketing pro. Network marketing is MLMs. It's not just the entrepreneurship, it's actual MLMs. Network marketing is a fancy word for MLMs, multi-level marketing. And so he just said that it takes $55,000 to start your own business. However, if you go see Karen's post right now on Facebook, she's going to tell you it's just going to be $99 to join her team, and then you have a business all to yourself. So which is it? Does it cost $55,000 to start your own business and be successful? Or does it cost $99? Because he just screwed them all over. All the Huns!
Half of them are gone in year one. So is their $55,000. Right? Success rates are very, very low for the average person. You want to go...
Notice how he said success rates are very low for the average person. Now, this is said so that he can later on tell you that you're special. You're not the average person. You're the one that's meant to make it. Just a little spoiler. He says it to everyone. So just, the language, I'm all about the language and kind of paying attention to the language that they use because it's all manipulation tactics. And that one was just, it jumped out to me a bit.
Build a franchise, that's even more expensive. You're buying a job. Congratulations, you're an entrepreneur. And you can stand behind the counter and say,
But what about buying into an MLM? I feel like if you're franchising a business, you're more of a business owner than you are if you're working for a CEO of an MLM company. Like, at least when you own your franchise, you're actually the boss. You don't pay up to anyone. You just rent the franchise. You usually have to pay a fee in order to have the franchise and use their big name. Like if you get McDonald's, for example. I used to work at McDonald's, so this could happen. If you get McDonald's and you decide to open up your own McDonald's franchise, you have to pay them a certain amount of money every year to be able to have the McDonald's logo up, to be able to have the franchise. Other than that, you own that. That is your business. The money you make goes in your pocket. You're just kind of renting the franchise ability, if that makes sense. With MLMs, you are actually paying in and paying in and paying in and paying in, and it's still not your own business. No matter how high you climb up, you will never be the CEO of that company. You have a better chance of climbing up in McDonald's and then running a franchise yourself than you do climbing up in an MLM and then just working for the CEO at the top. Do you know what I mean? So the shade here, he's trying to throw SPADE at franchises, and I'm over here like, and then we're throwing it right back at the MLM, sir.
What kind of Subway sandwich would you like? Seriously, no joke. Challenges for entrepreneurs today. They got to find a product or service. They got to raise the money. They got to take on debt, leases, personal guarantees, ongoing expenses. They got to be everything to everyone, and they've got to add struggle to all of that, and hopefully down the road it turns into success. Now, what do we have as entrepreneurs in order to be able to offer it to the average person? Now, make no mistake, we're not perfect. Network marketing is challenging. Who would agree network marketing is challenging?
Network marketing is challenging because the FTC says that less than 1% of people actually are successful in it. It is set up for you to fail so that you keep on trying to make it, and you keep on putting more and more money into the business trying to make it. A lot of people don't understand that. They say, we obviously want you to be successful because why would they not want you to be successful? It means that you spend more money when you're successful. No, actually. You spend more money in your MLM when you're unsuccessful, trying to get successful. So they keep you in that place so that you're continually spending money trying to get that success that you can never get. They sell you the dream. Amazing podcast. Go check them out.
It's challenging, but it's better. It's better. I mean, come on. You know, companies use network marketing because it's the most efficient way to be able to move their products and services to the end consumer. Entrepreneurs participate in network marketing because it's just better. Lower price of entry, right?
But I thought you said that we had to spend $55,000, sir. Now it's lower. Lower price of entry. So we are paying the $99 to join the team? Is that okay?
All the benefits, all the support, all the product, all the expansion, all the everything in order to be able to grow.
Did you hear all the things he just listed off? All the support. If you have been in an MLM company, go down to the comments section. Let me know how the support went for you while you were in there. Most of us will tell you it's crap. There isn't much support other than your upline guilting you about how you aren't doing well enough in the business and you need to try harder. I mean, if you call that support, along with adding you to 500 Facebook groups that you could barely keep up with in order to run your business, then by all means, yeah, there's support. Otherwise, what support? I've spoken to some people that have been in an MLM and they don't even know their upline. Their upline doesn't even talk to them. That happens all the time. So, what support, Eric? I don't think he's ever actually been in an MLM. That's a lie. We're going to look into his history very soon. Don't worry. This guy interests me so much.
Business, no limits. You can do it without employees. You can do it from your home. I mean, come on. We all know the benefits of this.
You can do it without employees. Just make sure you recruit as many people as you can to your team. Otherwise, you're going to fail. Yeah.
This. But sometimes I think some of us have an inferiority complex about network marketing because we're judged.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They're judged. Am I judging them right now? Am I adding to this? Oh, no. I don't care.
If you've been in business before, there's something called KPIs.
No, dislike.
Key performance indicators. These measurements inside of a business that drive everything. I want to give you some of the most important measurements for an influencer to be able to drive your organization. There's many things you can measure. You can measure number of recruits. You can measure number of customers.
Notice how he said recruits before customers. Just throwing it out there.
You can measure volume. You can measure sales. I want to give you these. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to make an invitation for those who are really ready to become an ultimate influencer. Something special that we do, that I want some of you, and not everybody in the...
So right off the bat, Mr. Worre here is presenting to us a workshop. A workshop that is only for certain people who are really, really ready to join the business and be a network marketing pro. The way he words it is like, if you are going to try really hard, then you deserve this amazing piece of knowledge. We talked a little bit about this when I was on the live on Friday with the Recovering Humbot, where they make it sound like you have some special secret or some opportunity that nobody else has. You know the way the world works, the rest of the people they're dumb. This is kind of a great example of that. So he comes out here, and he says, I'm going to teach you all about the KPIs of network marketing. And only some of you are going to be smart enough and motivated enough to actually do them. And those people are going to be the ones coming to my workshop, which immediately makes everyone in there now want to be that person. Because everyone at this thing is into network marketing. You wouldn't go to one of these if you weren't, unless you were me and you just wanted to sit there and take notes and laugh. I'd probably do that. But you have to think, though, that whole room is full of people that are now like, I really want to go to that workshop, so I'm going to try really, really hard at this right now so that I can prove I am worthy enough to attend the Eric Worre workshop that teaches me how to be a network marketing pro. So he's gotten our attention. Let's see what he does with it.
In this room is going to be a candidate, but I want to make you aware of it. Key performance indicator. Number 1. $1. How many people in your organization are earning $1 or more and have earned $1 or more since they started? You want to hear something crazy? 70% of people who join network marketing never earn $1.
Pretty crazy, isn't it? It's pretty crazy. How you gonna twist this one, Eric?
They're just customers. Now, the ratios are changing like crazy because so many of you have people that are called distributors in your company that have never been a distributor, have never distributed anything. All they are is a customer. And many companies are changing that criteria in order to reflect what's a real customer and what is a distributor. So measuring the number of people who are earning within your...
Remember that, guys. So all these companies are now trying to come up with a way so that those that don't make much money are seen as customers instead of distributors. That's something our community needs to know, the anti-MLM community. We need to kind of be one step ahead of them. So if that's what they're doing, we really need to hone in on the fact that, no. Everyone's a customer. Everybody. Everybody is a customer in the MLM model. You are all customers being tricked to being consultants. Every single one of them. This guy's going to try, though, to make it sound like there's a very special group of people that can reach the top. Those are the people he'll teach, right? Being the network marketing pro. But the reality is that they're all customers. They'll never be the CEO of the MLM they're working for. You can't be the CEO of Scentsy. They already have CEOs. You can't be the CEO of Arbonne. They already have CEOs of their company. You're being tricked.
Your organization. Darren Jensen helped me with this statistic. In the first 90 days...
Fuck you, Derek.
In the first 90 days, sign up month plus 90 days, if a person has not earned any commissions in network marketing, they have about 20% retention. 20% of those people are still active if they've earned 0. If they've earned $1.
So there you go. It's quite common too to be in an MLM for 90 days and not earn a cent, by the way. It's very common. Imagine selling a job where you're telling people they're working for 90 days for you and they'll be lucky if they make $1. I feel like that's what I'm watching right now.
Just $1 in the same time period. Retention is 74%. 74% versus 20%.
And all it takes is making $1. Just $1. Think about that.
So how important is helping a brand new person earn $1? Do you have systems within your organization that help somebody earn a commission of any sort, of any size, as quickly as possible? You as an influencer need to influence this number.
Have you ever seen a upline help a downline make a team? I have. Where they'll be the ones recruiting and they'll put it under their downline instead of under their own. And you see the uplines doing that. You're like, oh, they're so sweet to help out. No, that's not what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They're trying to make sure that you keep yourself in there. They're going to give you that little bit of success at the beginning so that you go, I can do this. I'm going to be that 1%. I feel like I'm watching him admit it.
In everything that you do, and it's a race. Number 2, core rank. Core rank. Every one of you has a rank within your organization. I'm going to give you some of the criteria and have you pick the rank. The criteria for this core rank, this is a position in your structure that you can achieve in 30, 60, 90 days, depending on your level of effort. It has some structure to it. Can't just get there just on retailing. It's got some distributors in there too.
Is it shaped like a pyramid? Had to.
It's typically earning around $300 a month, somewhere in that range, maybe $300 to $500 a month for people who's qualified at that level. And it is a building block that you can build the entire building if you just build enough of those. Get that rank, get the next one, get the next one, get the next one. Get that in your mind? Now I want you to think about this, and we don't have a lot of...
So as you can see, multi-level marketing is a revolving door of people that they try to get onto a rank so that they stay in to continue to work up the pyramid. That's all I'm hearing here. Get that building block, that one thing that will help them start it off so that you can trick them and manipulate them more. All of this is manipulation tactics. And by the way, as a salesperson, none of this is new. This is all very basic information that he's providing at all of these speeches. I've watched a whole bunch of them. I don't see anything new. I don't see anything that's like, oh my God, no one's ever said this before. And if you know that us anti-MLM advocates, we spend half of our days watching these people. So trust me, he's not saying anything that anyone else hasn't already said. There's nothing special about Eric Worre over Jessica Pearson, for example, or one of the other people that you may look up to in these businesses. Now, this building block is often just, like he said, the upline, putting people on someone's team in order for them to feel like they can do it. along with the manipulation tactics of making them feel like they're special and they can do it. So keep this in mind as he kind of explains what it's all about.
A lot of time for me to train you on it, but this is one of the key metrics in the entire network marketing profession. You don't need to worry about Starfleet Commander. You don't need to worry about the triple diamond, ambassador. You don't need to worry about the number of distributors. What you need to worry about is how many people in your organization are qualifying for the first time each month in your organization at that rank. So here's what I need you to do with this. Number one, put a huge spotlight on this rank. A huge spotlight. All the focus.
So in It Works, it was the Ruby rank. If you could get a bunch of people to be Ruby, you were building your team decently. So you would tell people to become Ruby, which means that you are at your rank with 2 people under you who are also at rank, and they might even have 2 people under them.
This is there. All roads lead to that rank. All your recognition around it, all your rewards around it, all of your programs around it, all of your language around it. As soon as somebody joins, you put them on the roadmap to that rank. That's all you need to do. It's all you need to focus on. And then you go to your organization, your whole group, and say, who wants to go to this rank in the month of December? I'm going to spend personal time with you and help you achieve that goal. Everybody else, you get group time, and I'll see you in January. I'll ask you again. And they raise their...
Does that sound familiar for those that were in MLM companies? Does for me. This is what people do. And then those people that aren't ready for whatever reason, or maybe they're just not in the group at the time, they have life sometimes, they just don't get that special treatment and special training. So then how are they supposed to move up? Those are the ones that get left in the dust. And oftentimes they're the ones that are putting the most money in to try to figure things out. So it creates an issue within the company anyway.
Their hand and you work with them personally. And if you have a big organization, you delegate and you divide that up. Everybody works with their group personally. You put a focus on this and you will double or quadruple the number just by paying attention to it. And this is the measurement of everything. This is the health of your entire organization. If I'm working with you and you're a publicly traded company, guess what I want to know? How many people are qualifying at this core rank? What's been your historical number, month after month after month, if you can go back? And what is your plan to grow that number?
But I thought that network marketing was about sales. It's funny to me because you will hear them say all the time that it's not a pyramid scheme, it's all about sales. But as you just heard, the way that you can make it in the business is if you recruit and then pick a rank, pump up that rank, and try to get everyone on that rank. What happened to sales? You're not in this for sales. You're in this for what he's talking about right here, right now. And that's a pyramid scheme with a product and a cult. It is what it is.
That's all I need to know, because it'll drive everything else.
Know.
Because if your core rank numbers is doing this month after month after month after month, no matter what you tell me, even if you got sales, even if you're making sales, you got a Black Friday, you got your promotions, you got all this exciting things, and everybody's fired up about the sales, that's great. But what's happening with the core rank? Because if it's not going, I'm not interested. as an investor. You can control this number. Most of you don't have a very big number. Some of you aren't at the rank yet. You need to get that done. You need to celebrate that like crazy. Then you need to take inventory inside your team. Who wants to go? And then spend all of your time making that happen in the month of December, for example. And at the end of that month, guess what you're going to do? Recognize those people like crazy. Praise them. Tell.
Love bomb the hell out of them. Love bomb. Love bomb. Love bomb. Manipulation tactic. Remember that.
Their stories. Put it on Facebook. Congratulate them. Send them a certificate.
Love bomb.
Tell them you love them.
Love bomb.
And then what are you going to do? You're going to take inventory again. Here's the 14 people that got there last month, and here's how they did it. Who's ready to go now? And here's the mission when it comes to core rank. It needs to go up every month. Do you hear me? I don't care if it's December. I don't care if it's July or August. It needs to go up.
All right, listen here, Eric. I hear you, but I feel like you're getting a little with me, and I'm not the bitch. You do calm down that attitude right now, sir.
Every month. That's when an influencer needs to show up. What is your game plan to make sure that number goes up in December? What is the number in November? If you don't know, you need to know. Create a game plan so it goes up in December. And then you go, oh, most people just go, oh gosh, I got to take 3 months off.
See how many people are there? I just have to point out that this is a full stadium of people taking this advice. All of these people are in MLMs. All of these people are going to lose money. None of them will probably make it. Be lucky if 10 people in that crowd do well. Real numbers. For real. You'd be lucky if 10 people in that crowd made it. Even with all his advice. I see this stadium and I want to cry. And that's how many people I feel like I have to save. Like, you're in a cult. You need to leave. Network marketing is a cult. We get to hear this lovely little speech that just shows you exactly what it's about. Because, I mean, this is the pro. You gotta take it from the pro.
Then you gotta come up with a game plan to make sure it goes up from that number in January. I don't care if it goes up 1, but it's gotta go up. That's your job as an influencer, is to create a culture, training, environment, recognition, incentives, rewards, compensation that drives this metric. This metric drives everything. You want to be an influencer, you got to drive this metric.
So if you want to be an influencer, you have to drive that metric. It's not about sales. Just remember that as you're saying that it's all about sales and not about recruitment when you're talking to me underneath a video.
Like crazy. Next.
No, I didn't hear a knocking monkey. I'm sorry.
Convention attendance.
Number 3 is convention attendance. You gotta go to all his conventions, you know. That's
from convention
important.
to convention. You've got to drive this number up on your team. You need to know how many people are attending your company event, and then what is your strategy? What is your game plan? If your company doesn't allow you to get 5 or 10 tickets, you must have a meeting with your company and say, we need the ability to sell 5 or 10 tickets to our people so we can get them committed early for the next event, even if it's at a discount. Please give us that tool.
It's all about the events, you know. You got to go in, you got to be manipulated, and then you got to leave all high and manipulated. Basically what that is.
Work with that because that number's got to grow. Some of you are out of alignment.
I'm just gonna say, these numbers are wrong, sir. 70% of people in network marketing never earn $1. It's actually 99.64% of people, according to the Federal Trade Commission and their last study of it. So that's wrong. Core rank is important and convention attendance. Just look at that. So that's what MLM is all about. That's the KPIs of network marketing. It's not about sales. It's not about helping people. It's not about community. It's about this.
And you're outgrowing your supply lines. What I mean by that is you have more sales than you have influence. Events, conventions are where leaders are born. They're where leaders are born. If you don't get them there, the chances of them, how many leaders do you have that don't go to your conventions? They won't be leaders long if they don't go. Work with the company.
Now, why would that be? Imagine you cannot be successful in your job unless you go to a convention. That seems a little cultish. No?
To make that experience amazing. Work with the company to give you the tools necessary to promote it. But ultimately, it's your job to make sure that that grows from convention to convention to convention to convention.
I'm not ready. Once again, no new information. The only thing that I'm happy about is that this man admitted that it's all about recruiting. So guys, I hope that you really enjoyed us looking at Eric Worre, the MLM pro. I just wanted to see what he said, and you know, this is the guy that a lot of people are taking advice off of in the business right now. So it was important to look at the kind of things that he's putting out into the world. I also enjoyed how he admitted to us that it's all about recruitment and getting people to rank and to conventions and not at all about sales. Who knew? I knew. You knew too, didn't ya? Yeah, you did. So please do give this video a like. Subscribe if you are new here. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, which, I mean, I think we could do it by the end of next month, and you might all surprise me. And then maybe I'll have to do a giveaway and say thank you. So make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And no matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous day. Take care. I will see you in the next one, which will be Wednesday. And we're going to be looking at some flat earthers, because that will be fun. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Stop just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. Now fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spare lies, I state facts. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back. I just keep making the music. I never making excuses. I gotta keep myself focused. The rest of y'all niggas is useless. Drop a song, they want more. Gotta give them what they ask for. On the road to success, dog. I ain't taking no detour. Focus only on the positive. Everything else is irrelevant. Didn't want to see me blow up. Now they all was the ending, it's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting